What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video. Uh, Literally a whole ass month after I made my I'm back video. As you can see, I'm really on this video grind like I said I was gonna be. uh, Jokes aside, so I know this is probably not the video that people would be expecting to see in their sub box for me. I know a lot of people have been asking, actually not a lot of people, but a few people have been asking for a new Will It G Fuel. And it's coming. I don't know when. And I don't know what I'm going to be mixing, but it'll eventually get here. I'm not going to give a set time because I know me. I'm not very good with doing things on time or setting a time and actually completing what I want to do. But that's not going to be a part of this video. So this video is different, as you can tell by the title. I know a lot of you are used to my, happy go, whatever, uppity, type F vibe and attitude. I usually try to be funny. I usually not try to be too serious because there's already enough seriousness shit going on. Seriousness shit. There's enough serious shit going on. Last thing you need is some other dude who you usually know as being happy and, cracking jokes and saying stupid shit all the time, making a video coming off as down in the dumps. Before I get further into this, I just want to say that's not the case here. I'm not down in the dumps. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. I'm not anything. I'm just, I guess the word I could use is I kind of feel lost. Just like, well, there's a couple parts, but like, mainly in life in general, I just kind of feel lost. I feel like everywhere I look, everywhere I turn, every social media app I go to, it seems like other people have their shit figured out. Like, they know what they want to do in life, they know what they're pursuing, they know how to go about it, and here I am basically doing fuck all. Literally, this is no joke, my day-to-day, I guess, routine or ritual, whatever, since I've been home is wake up, go to work for a few hours or so, come home, do nothing. That's literally it. I hardly play video games anymore when I come home. I usually just sit on my ass and stare at the TV back there or scroll through my phone like a mindless, numb zombie. And that's really it. That's just like all I do anymore. And everywhere I look, it seems like everybody else has their shit figured out in life, Like, they know what they want to go to school for, they know what they want to pursue, and they're out there doing it. And I know that's a me thing. Like, I will admit, I am my biggest critic. Like, I will be the first one to admit it. I am my biggest critic, and that's always been like one of my unwritten laws in life is never compare yourself to others. Never compare yourself to what other people are doing. Do what you want to do that makes you happy, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Well, that's where the problem lies because I break that unwritten law probably every day. And it's either people I know, people I don't know. Yeah, that's really it. It's just either people I know or people I don't know, you know? And it really is worse with the people I do know. Now, the people I don't know, it's like, if I see them succeeding or whatever, I'm like, that's cool. That's great. I mean, good for you. Keep doing your thing. Don't stop. And I had the same attitude for the people I know, but you kind of know what I'm getting at. It's like you see someone who just seems like they're doing a lot, and then you look at yourself and you're just like, well, fuck. I could be doing a lot of shit too. And I know that's on me, and I know I can change that. But here's where the next problem lies. Not only am I my worst critic, I'm also batshit fucking lazy. I don't know if that's ever been used before in a sentence. It's usually batshit crazy, but I am insanely fucking lazy. Like, I will admit that too. I am god awful lazy. Like, I can't even begin to describe. Like, if there was another word to describe superior laziness, that would be me. I am that guy. Like, there's all these things I know I can do. Like, I know I can go to school. I know I can go to the gym and lose weight. I know I can eat better. I know I can quit bad habits. But at the end of the day, it's just I'm fucking lazy. And maybe that's where all this stems from, but I just kind of wanted to get this off my chest a little bit. A lot of you know me, I'm usually pretty vocal about things that bother me, and I usually do it on Twitter with like a 6-tweet thread. And I almost did it with this, but I decided I'd take it to a video because it's a lot easier to explain. But I've had this on my mind for a while now, and it doesn't like, get me down in the dumps, but like sometimes it just makes me sit there and think, well, fuck, I know there's more I can do, but it's like, one, I don't know where to start. Two, I don't know where to look. And three, I am just god awful lazy. Like I have people always constantly asking me, when are you gonna go back to school? When are you gonna go back to school? And it's just like, I don't know. First off, I don't even know what the hell I want to do. And they usually tell me, oh well, you can go do such and such classes. It's like, well, yeah, but then if I do those and I still don't know what I want to do, well, what the fuck, I like to have a plan when I do something. So I always have people asking me, that's the main one. That's really the main one, is when are you gonna go back to school? When are you gonna go back to school? And that one really bothers me. That question bugs me a lot. And it's not because people are asking me it. I mean, I guess if you ask a question like that, you're really concerned for someone's future, right? So it's not that they're asking me the question that's bothering me. It's just the fact that I don't know. That's the problem. Is like I always tell them, like, I don't know. And then they'll ask me, well, what are you interested in? And it used to be video games, but like I'm not saying I don't love video games anymore. It's just that I don't play them as often as I used to anymore. Like I used to play them all the time. And since I've been home, I could probably count on one hand how many times I've played video games. That's no lie. That's really no lie. So, it would have been video games, but it's not really video games. I do like cars, but the last time I went to go sign up for classes, I was going to do auto tech. I basically got laughed at. So I said, well, fuck that. I was going to do law enforcement one year, like back when I was in high school talking about it, but I practically got talked out of that one. So it's like, and I think that's where the other problem lies is like, anytime I say I want to do something, it's like, I get laughed at. Not by like, my friends and shit, but, I'm not going to name any names. I'm not trying to call people out in this video. I'm just kind of stating why I am the way I am. So with all that being said, that's just where I just constantly say, well, I don't know. And then it just kind of makes me feel more lost in life, because it's like, not only do I not know what I want to do in school, it's just, I just don't know what I want to do, period. So, and that's, the kind of thing has just been kind of bothering me for a while now. Like, this isn't my first time thinking about this. I've thought about this countless times, more times than I can think of. And all in all, in that aspect, I just feel lost in life, like, I know people, I have friends that are not even 24 yet, and they're already on to like a university, and here I am at 26, not close to being 27, but gonna be 27 in next July. Holy shit, I'm fucking old. So I got friends who are not even 24 yet, or getting close, and they've already got like an associate's from a community college, and they're already on to a university. And they're not even like, they're like still like considered early 20s. Like, I know I am too, but I'm pushing getting to the late 20 era. And here they are, early 20s, and they've already got their shit figured out. Here I am at 26 doing fuck all with a 7-year high school diploma, And it just kind of makes me feel like, damn, it's like, I know it's never too late to start, but I'm also the type of guy to believe that starting early is probably a better idea. And of course, I don't take my own advice, so I mean, what was the point of saying that? But yeah, it's like everywhere I just look around, it just seems like everyone's got their stuff figured out. Like, they've got their schooling figured out, they've got everything else figured out in life, and I'm basically just doing fuck all right now. And I know I can change that, but the problem is I'm lazy, and I guess I'm scared. Scared of what the outcome will be, scared of how to go about it, and scared of other people's opinions, which that's always been my other rule, is to not give a shit what anyone says. But I don't know, at the same time, I guess I do kind of care a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of been one of the things that bugs me a lot is it seems like everyone's got their shit figured out, and I don't, and that's what I'm scared of. That's wholeheartedly what I'm afraid of, is that I'm gonna get to a certain age, still not have done anything on myself, and I guess basically not be worthy, which is not the right mindset to have. So don't ever have that mindset. But at the same time, that's just kind of how I'm just afraid. That's literally it. I'm fucking scared. I'm scared to, I don't know, I guess, do something new. I don't know. I really don't know. This might just be all fucking blabber and jibber jabber, and none of this will probably make sense. Maybe some of y'all will figure it out, or maybe know what I'm talking about. Maybe you can relate. I don't know. Sometimes I get behind this camera and I feel like I'm just spewing a bunch of bullshit and blowing smoke up people's asses, and to me it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but to other people it does. So maybe somebody will have a good word or something, or a I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know, some Dr. Phil shit, like some word of reason. There we go. That's the thing. A word of reason. Maybe a word of reason. I don't know. So that was one thing that's always been kind of bothering me. The second thing that's been kind of bothering me is my military career. So, you know, a lot of you know, yeah, I am in the military. I've been in for 7 years. It'll be 8 years, not November 29th. That's when I signed my contract. It was November 29th, 2011. So November 29th will be 8 years. So, which also means my contract, my time is almost done. My contract is almost up. And I've also been bouncing this one back and forth for, oh God, at least 3 years. 2.5, 3 years. And I'm still on the fence if I want to stay in or not. So I guess I have talked to a few people about this, not a whole lot, mainly just like parents and stuff. And they basically told me, it's like, well, you almost got 8 years. If you put another 12 years, you can retire out of the military. I mean, shit, I'd be 38, 39 and could retire out of the military. You know, so, and I mean, and I know there's a lot of opportunity for me if I were to stay in. But here's where the problem lies. And I'm not trying to turn this into a sob story. I'm not trying this into feel bad for me. That's not what I'm doing at all. Just getting stuff off my chest that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I figured this would be the right way to do it. The problem with wanting to re-enlist is I feel like I've dug myself into this deep, deep hole for the past 2.5, 3 years. And I feel like the only way I could climb out of this hole is if I were to not re-enlist. Now, what I mean by have dug myself this deep, deep hole is I haven't been happy being in the Army for the past 2.5, 3 years. I'm gonna be honest, I really haven't. It really all started after my breakup back in 2016. My girlfriend and I, at the time of 4 years, had finally separated. Long story short, it was mutual agreement. We realized that it just wasn't the way it used to be more, so we decided to split up. So, imagine it, here I am, by myself now. I lived on my own for 3 years before I deployed. 2.5, 3 years before I deployed. By myself. I lived in the same apartment for like 5 or 6, but by myself, like me only, for like 3 years. Here I am living in this apartment by myself now for the first time ever. I lived there since 2013, and 3 years later, I'm now living on my own in this place by myself. And a lot of you know what apartment I'm talking about, because you saw it in every Will It G-Ful episode. We call it the white box because it was all just white walls and nothing. Well, I mean, there was some decor, but basically nothing. So, of course, as usual, you know, after a long-term breakup, it really bummed me out because I got so used to coming home to someone. I got so used to talking to someone. You know, if there's ever a problem, You know, could talk to them if they're whatever, whatever. You know, all that good jazz. So I'm by myself, and whenever I felt down or something, I really didn't talk to anyone because I got so used to talking to someone when I was there because she lived with me. Well, now she doesn't, or she didn't. So I basically had to look for a new way to, I guess, cope. And I wasn't going to do drugs. I'm not that fucking stupid. I don't drink a whole lot, basically because I just don't like the way it makes me feel the next day. I mean, if I'm drunk, I'm fine, but the next day I feel like crap. So what was the third option? Food. I love food. We all know this. We all know how much I love food. So whenever I would just have random moments of feeling down and upset, I would just eat unhealthy, copious amounts of bad food, which mainly included fast food and large pizzas from Pizza Hut with cheesy crust. Cheesy stuffed crust. Yeah, cheesy stuffed crust. So I ate a lot of that. I stopped working out. I gained a lot of weight. And I basically fucking hated myself, is what I'm trying to get to, is I hated myself, and that was around the same time, well, it might have been a few months later, but I started to really just, I guess, stop caring about being in the military, which I never thought would happen, because if you would have seen me when I first joined and came home, I was all, hoo-ah this, hoo-ah that, but now, I don't know how I really feel now. I guess I'm still really not all that happy, but so okay, back on track. I'm getting off track. So back on track. I dug myself into this deep hole. I gained a lot of weight. I stopped taking care of myself, and that also put a damper on my career because if anybody knows, when you're in the Army, you're held to standards. And one of the big ones is height and weight. That's what gets a lot of people is if you're not the right weight, you have to get taped. You know, you have to be a certain weight for your height and your age, you know, to not be taped. Well, of course, Fat Jacob could never meet that. And believe it or not, there was a time where I could. But after all the things that happened in a few years, I just let myself go and just didn't care anymore. All I wanted to do was just go to work, come home, stuff my face, and blindly watch YouTube or play video games. So that really affected my, my physical performance, to do, I can do PT, no problem. But when I came to the PT test is where I really, really did not shine for a long time. And I mean a long time. I just stopped caring, failed countless times, and then also a lot of you know anything about military, that's also very important to really advance in your career, which some people find it stupid, some people don't. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't really have a valid opinion on it, which means military schools, promotions, the whole 9 yards. So basically what I'm trying to get at is a guy in my position right now should at least be an E5, which is a sergeant. Should at least be an E5. Some people rise through and they get to E6 by the time before they're even 30, which is great. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great things. So here I am, 8 years later, almost 8 years later, still a specialist. Been fucking flagged for God knows how fucking long. I actually managed to pass, get unflagged for PT when I was deployed because I actually started working out and taking care of myself. And then, of course, I came back home and fell back into old ways. Haven't been inside a gym for months and eat like shit. So I basically, with all that being said, I dug myself in this deep hole, and I stopped caring, and people started to notice. They started asking questions, and I basically said what I'm telling you guys right now is, I basically told them what I'm telling you guys. So that's also is what is making me lean towards not re-enlisting, because I could change those things. I could work on myself, but If you guys know how Reserve and National Guard is, everything is slow. Promotions are slow. You know, getting slotted for shit is slow. Everything is slow. It's not like active duty where that's all you do. I mean, it's not. I mean, everything is slow. I'll just put it that way. I'll just take everything and put. It's fucking slow. So yeah, I could work on myself to get better. I could do all these things, but at the end of the day, I could possibly end up waiting another year or so to advance my career. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I look at it and I think, well, what's the fucking point? You know, why keep putting myself, you know, why keep having this, I guess, false hope that I might move forward? And I know this isn't the mindset to have. I really truly recognize that's not the mindset to have. And I hate myself because that's really never the mindset I've always had. But such is life, and shit gets in the way. And to be honest, I really don't even know why I'm making this video. Because I'm not against videos like this, but I usually don't ever think of doing this. Because, I don't know, I just guess tonight it just finally hit me. I just felt like I had to get it off my chest. I do feel a little better, but all in all, I guess I'm just really lost in life. I guess you can include military in life because it's been my life for 7, almost 8 years. I guess I just feel really lost. I just feel lost. There's so many things I want to do, but, and I hate to say this, but, you know, part of me feels like staying in the military might not help that. And I know that's another bullshit reason, because there's a bunch of people who have made successful lives for themselves, and they served for 20 plus years. I don't know. The way it was told to me is, for some people, the military is a career. For others, it's a stepping stone. And for a long time, I have seen it for me as just a stepping stone. Now, I'm not saying that I regret enlisting. I will never regret enlisting because I've, you know, traveled to different places. I've met great people. I finally got to deploy for the first time in my career. It took too damn long, but I can finally say I've been overseas. Done a lot of great things, met a lot of great people, made a lot of great memories that I will never forget. I will cherish them until the day I die. But part of me just, I don't know, part of me just feels like I just don't want to continue it. Which sucks, because I know if I don't, I'm going to miss the fuck out of it. And I'm going to miss everybody, and I guess miss out on a lot of things. I don't know. Probably going to end it here because I'm already at 24 minutes. This is way too fucking long. Did not mean to go off this long. If you actually do watch this whole entire video, thank you for listening to me ranting about bullshit. I guess, I don't know. I personally call it bullshit. Other people might think otherwise, but I appreciate it if you stayed through the whole video. You're a real one, honestly. You're a real one for sitting here, listening to me be negative and pout and moan about shit that I can change, but I'm just too fucking lazy to do it. I guess I really just need, I don't know, I guess I just need a really good kick in the ass, which is, I should be able to do on my own. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Because I know there's more I can do in life. I mean, I love making content like that, you know, not like this, but I like making Will It G Feels. I've made a few gaming videos, but even then I liked it. I like doing this, but I don't know. It's kind of tough in the YouTube world, because not only is there a lot of competition, but YouTube keeps constantly changing its rules, which makes it harder for smaller creators to grow. I don't know, maybe I'll just stream more and just do YouTube videos here and there. I don't know. I'm trailing off. That's not what this video is about. But again, if you stay through the whole video, thank you. I'm gonna end it. It's too long. So thank you for watching. If you're new, subscribe. If you are new, I promise you this is not all I make. I promise this is not all the videos I do. I don't do these down the dump videos, but I just had to get stuff on my chest. And I know some of you will listen and give me some words of wisdom. So thank you for watching. Next video, I don't know when it's going to be. I guess I'll surprise y'all. And please subscribe, like, leave a comment. Everyone is welcome. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. That fucking guy. See you guys later.